So last night I was hacked on TikTok and they locked me out of my account within like a minute. And I thought I would be able to get it back. I put like a support ticket in with TikTok, but this morning I woke up and all my videos were deleted. So yeah, that happened. And now I'm doing one of my favorite things, hiking, because I thought it would make me feel better, but I do not feel better. So, but yeah, I'm really sad, and I don't know, it just sucks. Like, that was like 3 years of content, my story that I had on my TikTok page, and thankfully I post the same thing on Instagram and YouTube, and I still have all of those videos, but it just sucks because I had like literally just hit 1,000 followers after posting for so long, and I was like building a community, and so many people had reached out to me and wanted to work with me and were just really kind and nice, and then that happened and I just lost all of it. And so yeah, I'm just feeling really sad and down, trying to feel better, but yeah, it just sucks. And I know it's just like an app, but I don't know, I was trying to, that kind of was like my network, so to speak, because I am trying to make this into a career. And, you know, I feel like I was already doing the hard thing by pursuing my art and trying to make it a career, and that was really hard for me to do. And so now this is like another thing that's happening, and it just kind of feels like being kicked when you're already doing the hard thing, you know? So I know tomorrow I'll probably feel better about it, but right now it just like really sucks. So just wanted to update you guys on that. If you were already following me on TikTok and I'm not there anymore, it's because I got hacked. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a new one, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give myself some space to like process this first. But yeah, I'm mainly just sad because I tried to find most of the people that I was talking to on Instagram, but not everybody's on there. So yeah. And then also too, like I just had so many like recipes saved on there, and like my algorithm was so good, and like just starting that completely over, it's just a lot, you know. And I already have like so much going on, so, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I'm gonna try to be positive about it, but yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys, I was walking on the trail and there were like these 2 guys in front of me, and I was going around them to pass them, and I guess they didn't hear me because one of the guys literally lets out this like huge fart, like just rips one, and I'm literally like about to pass him, like I'm like directly behind them. And normally I would just like laugh and be like, oh my god, you're so fine, because he obviously didn't hear me coming up behind him, but like I'm already on a sad girl walk, and I was just like, you know what, no, I guess, yeah, like that makes sense. Like, yeah, that would happen. Someone would fart right in front of me on my walk when I'm trying to process a terrible thing that happened to me. Like, what? I just had to share that because I was just like, yeah, like that would happen. I'm not even surprised. Like, how can I? And I felt bad. He was like apologizing. I was like, no, you're good. You're good. But anyway, that's it. Hi guys, it's been a couple days since the hacking incident, and I'm feeling a little bit better. I came up with like a whole strategy on how I'm gonna repost all of my content on TikTok so that it makes sense. to people who are just now finding me, so I hope that that goes well. I'm still just honestly really annoyed and sad at some things because I really had like created a community on TikTok, and TikTok is like the only platform that I'm experiencing right now that I had people actually responding to my content. Like, I would be able to have an issue and post about it and then get like a response within a day or two on TikTok. And now that's just completely gone. So it just really sucks. Like right now I'm having an issue with, not really an issue, but I wanted to ask my followers a question about what I should do with my events, like tips for something I'm dealing with for my event. Everyone who comes up to my booth always thinks that I'm selling like prints or digital artwork, which is really, really nice, but like I'm trying to figure out how to let people know immediately that I'm selling oil paintings and prints of oil paintings, just because I feel like it's deterring people away because they think it's like photographs or something. So I was gonna ask that to my community on TikTok today, but I don't have one. I don't have a community anymore. So just really sucks. So I hope that I can grow that back relatively quickly, but we'll see. But yeah, overall feeling a little bit better about the situation, but definitely not loving it, you know? So it's been a couple days since the TikTok hack, and I'm feeling a little bit better about it today. I'm not gonna say I'm like excited or anything, but I'm kind of in the angry phase now where I'm just like refusing to let it get the best of me or like hold me back. Like, I am not gonna stand down and let this get the best of me. Like, I will fight back. I've already restarted the account and I've already started posting, which is good. I just feel like a setback at this size would push anyone away, and I'm more just pissed off than anything else. Like, take my TikTok if you want, but I'm not gonna stop painting. Like, I'm not gonna stop going towards this goal of mine. Like, I don't care what happens to me or what sets me back. Like, I'm gonna fight for this because I didn't just leave my job and move back in with my parents and make all these sacrifices just to lose it all in a second. Like, I'm gonna rebuild it and hopefully come back better this time. I feel like I'm showing all the different stages of processing something, because I obviously was very, very sad about it in the beginning. And then now I'm in the angry phase. So I'm just like, fuck you. Like, I'm gonna come back and rebuild what I've already built. Like, I'm not gonna let it keep me down, you know? I have worked so hard to get myself to this point and do all the things that I'm doing. And I know I'm just starting out, but like, I'm not gonna let anything pull me back from my goal. And if I have to start over every 2 months, like, I will. Hopefully that doesn't happen because that would be fucking brutal. But like, if I have to, I will. Like, I will not back down. I've worked so hard this month. I've sold prints, I went to markets, and I sold an original piece to another artist, which I'm super, super excited about. And so things are still working out aside from the TikTok being hacked. And the main reason why I was so sad that my TikTok got hacked was not because of like the followers or anything. Like, yes, I worked really, really hard to get to 1,000 followers, which I know isn't a lot, but I was getting most of my opportunities through TikTok. And by opportunities, I mean like I was connecting with other artists. They were reaching out to me in talks of potential opportunities with them, potential commissions. I sold the original art piece through TikTok. That's how she found me. So that's why I was sad from losing that, because I was like, TikTok is the only platform where people are reaching out to me, and I didn't want to lose that community that I'd spent so long creating. And on my TikTok account, I had like 3 years of work of documenting my journey, and all of that is just gone. And so that part really sucked, but it's okay because the people that really mattered in the community that I had was following me on multiple different platforms, so we found each other again, so it worked out. I'm already getting some connections again through my new one, which is really awesome. But yeah, overall, I'm moving into the acceptance phase of what happened. I'm just still angry about it. I know it'll all work out, but I gotta like move through these phases on my own. So anyway, but yeah, so I think in my last vlog, I took you guys along on my first market experience and making my prints. And so since then, I have gone to 2 markets after that one, so 3 total. And I need to update you guys on these markets because there's something fishy going on. Okay, so the first market I went to, I documented that whole thing in my last vlog, and so you guys pretty much know what happened. I was there on a Saturday and like only got 2 sales, which is still good. Like, I'm very grateful for that, but I just feel like it wasn't the best audience for me because it was mainly like families and older couples that were walking around, which is completely fine, but I feel like my art is a little bit more niche, and I feel like it's for like, I always say it's for the girls, gays, and theys, and so not a lot of girls, gays, and theys walked by there. And so I did a little bit more research, and the second event that I went to was through the same company that my first event was with. So remember that. It was through the same company, but it was in a better location. So it was in a location where I used to live, and I knew that people my age were gonna be there. And in that area, it's like on the same street as like some breweries and a cocktail bar and some restaurants. So I was like, okay, like I've been in that area, I know who's there, like my audience is there, so it has to be a better fit, right? I go, and just to give you an idea of the area, so it's 2 streets. On one side, there's 2 breweries. On the other side, it's restaurants and then a cocktail bar at the end. She had us on this side facing the restaurants, which is like, okay, that's fine. Like, we'll just I'd rather be in from the breweries, but you know, it's cool. Maybe she didn't just couldn't get there, which is fine. But we were facing the restaurants, and we set up and everything, and we're in between the cocktail bar and like what's in front of us is like a huge Italian restaurant, and then there's like other restaurants down the way. And we set up and everything, and like 30 minutes in, we realize that the Italian restaurant that we are facing is foreclosed. So no one walked by. Like, for the full 5 hours that we were there, maybe 10 people walked by, which I think is just crazy. Like, I've been in that area and I've seen people set up for markets and stuff, and they're usually facing the street or like facing where people are walking by, because no one was walking from the restaurant to the cocktail bar unless there was like 10 people max walking from the restaurant to the cocktail bar. No one was going into the Italian restaurant because it was closed. Everyone who was walking from brewery to brewery down that street didn't even see us because we were facing the opposite way. So that just like really rubbed me the wrong way. We paid $50 to be there and set up there, and then for the company to put us facing a foreclosed restaurant was just insane. And we were there for 5 hours, and that to me is just not good on the I can't say that word, on the organizer's level, because wouldn't you know as an organizer, like, oh, this restaurant is closed, maybe this isn't the best spot for potential vendors or small businesses to sell their stuff. Like, I don't know. It just really rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm not going through that company anymore. I didn't want to like badmouth anyone, but at my first event, I had vendors come up to me and tell me not to do that one anymore, like not to go through that company anymore, because they also have had bad experiences with them. So yeah, just a crazy story, learning experience on that one for sure. So definitely learned from that experience, and I will not be going through that company anymore. For my third market, that one was recommended to me by another vendor that I met, and it went so much better than the first two that I attended. I think I got like 10 sales total at the third event, which is really, really good, and I'm really, really happy and proud of myself for that. And that one was in a really good area. It was in the middle of like a bunch of breweries, so it was like my prime audience, it was in prime location, and the organizer for that one was so incredibly sweet. Like, she was so nice. She was like giving me tips on how I can make my booth better. She was telling me about like the other markets that they were having and where I'd be a great fit for, and just overall like 10 out of 10, just way better experience than the first two events. So the next update for you guys is it is officially fall, which is my favorite time of the year. I'm a fall and winter spring girly. I just do not like summer because I hate being hot and sweating. I like a light breeze, and I like to look like a witch and act like a witch. That is just my vibe. So summer is not very witchy. Actually, prove me wrong on that, because if I can still feel a little witchy during summer, I'm so down for that. So yeah, give me your suggestions on that if you feel like you're a summer witchy vibe. But it is officially the best time of year, and this time last year I got bangs, and guess what we're doing today, guys? We're getting our bangs back. I'm not getting the same exact cut that I got last time. I want more of a bouncy, like longer bang. The ones I had last year were like pretty small to cover my ginormous forehead. But here are the inspo pics for what I want to get done today. It's cute, right? Like, I really think I can pull it off. I hope so. I didn't really like think about it that hard. I've been following this hairstylist on Instagram for a year now, and she does such a good job. She specializes in doing these like really bouncy, like layered looks with like bangs, and it's just really, really pretty. And my hair is so thin, and I love my hair, don't get me wrong, but I do want a little bit more body in it, and I'm hoping that she can do that today. My hair naturally curls at the bottom, and so I'm hoping that she can kind of like work with that with the layers. We'll see, but I'm so excited. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Okay guys, what do we think? I honestly love it. I will say I am not used to having hair in my face again, so I'm a little overstimulated. But other than that, I think it looks really good. What do you guys think? I love it. She's so bouncy and fun now, and I haven't had bangs in a minute and I miss them. Like, look how pretty these layers. She did such a good job. I love. So cute. Okay,